also known as the movies, television, and yeah, I'm ready to have another good episode tonight. I don't have nearly as much movie topics like I did last week, but have a good amount. You know, we've had a couple of things happen this week that were posted online. A couple of things that I think should be talked about since this is an entertainment podcast after all. But before we do that, you know, as always, we can do the introductions from our two other co-hosts on this podcast. So you guys go ahead whenever you're ready to do your introductions.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Phone Panel 599 here again, and we're back for the MTVM podcast, episode number 26?
27.
Dang it, close enough. Okay, but 27. I forgot the number for a second, but yes, we're back for episode number 27. Hey, that's a lucky number in the Royal Rumble. So there we go. Now, this is, of course, you know, where we discuss all things movies, TV, video games, music, etc. We got some big things for video games. I'm pretty sure Andrew knows what I'm talking about when it comes to that. So video games is probably the one I'm most excited to talk about for tonight. So yeah, we got some exciting shit for you. Here we go.
I will say this. I'm very out of touch with video games, as you guys know. But I know E3 was this week and a lot of shit passed. So I guess there's going to be a lot of stuff in the video game topics tonight.
Oh, yes.
To be discussed. Which is good because I heard like a lot of great things from what I've heard from the conference. So, all right. And?
Andrew Hayes here. I know we usually don't have a lot of video game topics, but E3 passed. We got a shit ton of video game topics that I'm personally very excited for, especially because we got some news on a certain video game that I've been anticipating for over 10 fucking years. A sequel to my favorite video game of all time. No big deal. We got a trailer and a release date. Can't wait to discuss that with you guys.
All right. And I will say hello to people in the live chat. We have Asus. Hello. Owen Buckner. Aaliyah. We have Sammy. And Cool Cat Lover 2000, a.k.a. Adam. Hello.
Yes!
And yeah. Aaliyah asked, did anybody watch E3? I did not, but I believe these two gentlemen did, so we will be discussing that when we discuss video games. We do that. That's the third topic we do out of the four topics, you know, the four sections we go over in the show.
Yes.
But the first section we're going to go over, we'll get right into it, like always, is movies. I have a couple of movie topics tonight, so I do have some more trailer discussions, but I'm going to do the reverse of this for this week. I'll talk about not the trailers first, but other stuff first, and then I'll go over to the trailers.
All right, nice.
So with that being said, let's get started right away. All right, so the first movie topic I want to talk about is something that was announced yesterday, some breaking news for Avengers Infinity War. As you guys know, it's making so much money. That movie is a money-making machine, and it has become the fourth movie in history to break $2 billion worldwide, and now joins Avatar, Titanic, and Star Wars: The Force Awakens to gross over $2 billion worldwide. Now, this comes to no surprise. I knew it was going to make over $2 billion, considering that this was known as like the event of the year, and how many people were looking forward to it, and how it broke the record of reaching to $1 billion worldwide in like what, less than 2 weeks, which is insane. And yeah, the movie is still continuing to do really well. I'm very happy. I love the film. I think it's a fantastic Marvel film. And yeah, I think it's very well deserved. I don't know if it'll pass Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I was really hoping this would be the movie that would dethrone Avatar. I really don't know if that's going to happen. Avatar made $2.7 billion. This just crossed over the $2 billion mark. So who knows? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm optimistic though. But with that being said, it made over $2 billion. That is, that's a great thing, and I'm happy. I'm not surprised, but still, it makes me very happy. What do you guys think? And are you guys happy about this? Are you guys surprised? Like, what do you guys have to say about this?
I'm not surprised at all by this, but that does not necessarily mean that this is not a good thing. Absolutely, this is an amazing thing. This is probably my favorite movie of the year so far. Honestly, only movie to get an A+ for me so far this year. I love this movie to death. I think it's phenomenal, and I'm happy that it's making that just crossed over $2 billion. And hopefully, there's still a chance. There's still a chance that could possibly dethrone Avatar. Hopefully, it can happen.
if I'll say this, if this is not the movie to do it, then it might be the sequel to the Infinity War, the part two, that might be able to do it. Because I feel like since this movie was so well received, and this movie made so much money, I feel like a lot of people are just looking forward to the new one, especially with the way this ended. No spoilers, because I know there are still some people who haven't seen it. So,
yes.
All right, Andrew, do you have any thoughts on that?
No, like you guys, I'm not surprised, but I'm very happy. I mean, nowadays it's not as big of a feat to make $1 billion because it seems like a lot more movies. It's a lot easier to do it. I mean,
yeah,
Minions got it, for God's sakes.
Right.
But nonetheless, it is sort of impressive, but still, it's not as impressive. But making $2 billion, that's what's very impressive, because this is only the fourth movie to do it, and the last movie to do it was Force Awakens, which came out 3 years ago, and the last movie to do that was Avatar, and that came out
2009.
2009, and then the Titanic, that came out in the 90s, 96, I believe.
97.
97. But so 4 movies in history.
Yeah.
So it's very, very impressive.
It's an achievement for sure. Like,
I mean, it was an achievement when they. I mean, it's achievement when they crossed over $1 billion. I mean, they did it pretty fast, so that's an achievement in itself. But the fact that they did $2 billion is impressive.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I'm very happy. This might be, because I talked about this movie and the box office a lot, so this might be the last time I'll ever talk about it. The next time I'll talk about it is if it surpasses Star Wars Force Awakens. So if that happens, I will discuss that another time, another week. We'll see. I'm optimistic that it will, though. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. No comments from the live chat. Jackson Fulcher is online. Your show is an achievement. Oh, Jackson, I really appreciate it.
Yes!
All right, so moving on to the next two movie topics before I get to the trailers. These next two topics are really just announcements more than anything. I won't go too deep in depth with them, because there's not really much to say about them. So they'll be very quick, and you guys can just share your thoughts on it. So number 2, my second topic is involving a sequel to Trolls that has a title, Trolls World Tour. The release date will be April 10th, 2020. They announced this yesterday. Now, I have not seen Trolls. We talked about this movie before. It just didn't have a title, so the title is like the new thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I have not seen the first one. People who I know have seen the first one do not like the film, but the film has a 73% on Rotten Tomatoes. I can't even say if I'm excited or not. I haven't seen the first one. I'm probably going to see it eventually. But yeah, the second one's coming out. From what I see, the people who did not like the first one are not happy about this movie at all. So,
I know one person in particular is extremely happy about the sequel. His name is Kane LaPlante. Very extremely.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah, very extremely happy about this.
I will not stand for this slander. All right, he's my friend, also a fan of the greatest basketball team to ever grace this planet, the Boston Celtics. I will not stand for this slander.
Damn, calling you out and shit. But this movie, yeah, it's coming out April 10, 2020. Do you guys have literally any thoughts? I didn't watch the first one.
I still haven't even seen the first one.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard nothing but terrible things about it. But if you can't tell, obviously I was joking about with Caden. He fucking hates this, and he tells me how much he hates it all the time. So I'm just curious to see it, just to see, because how much he hates that movie. So, but I guess I now have another excuse to see it now.
All right, Andrew, do you have any thoughts on it at all?
I mean, I don't know if I'm really gonna ever be motivated to see the first Trolls.
I believe it's actually on Netflix, so I might check it out. I don't know.
I don't know, because there are certain movies where I'm just okay with never seeing. 50 Shades of Grey, I'm never going to see any of those movies in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably never going to see a single Human Centipede movie in my life.
Yeah.
I'd also be okay with never seeing a Trolls movie.
All right, fair enough. All right, so yeah, we can. Well, let me check the live chat real quick. Jack, Aaliyah says no. I hated Trolls. One of the worst movies ever made. Damn. Jack,
I guess Kane's up there with you on that.
Jackson says, don't know if you heard about this before the show, but Ian McGregor will be playing Danny Torrance in Flanagan's Shining sequel. Yes, I have heard of that, and that is actually my next topic. This was actually announced like an hour or two before the show.
Oh yes,
so, like,
yes it was.
This is like very recent. Yes, they will.
Breaking news.
It is breaking news. Thank you, Jackson. Yes, so Mike Flanagan is directing the Shining sequel called Doctor Sleep. I believe that's what it's called. And it focuses on Danny. He's a lot older now. I really don't know what the plot really is, though. I don't know what the film's going to be about. But Ian McGregor is playing him. I think he's a fantastic actor. The guy is great. I've enjoyed many of his performances. And, you know, I'm intrigued. The Shining is my favorite horror film of all time. And I know a lot of people are opposed to a sequel. I was at first when I heard of it. But Mike Flanagan's directing it. And you know, now we have Ian McGregor, so I think this could be a good sequel. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not going to be one of those sequels that's just made to make money or anything like that. Like, I feel like since it's Mike Flanagan directing it, we could have something special. So I'm intrigued, and I'm happy to see Ian McGregor playing, you know, playing older Danny, because I think he's a great actor. So do you guys have any thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, like you said, Ian McGregor, he's honestly, honestly, he's personally probably one of my favorite actors, to be honest. Just the dude is a great performer. He knows how to give a great performance and all that. And I've enjoyed a lot of his work. He's just one of those actors that's consistently good, in my opinion. And honestly, I think it's a good casting choice to have him play adult Danny, honestly. Like, I am really intrigued. Now, with Mike Flanagan, like, I kind of had to take this from, like, Leonardo DiCaprio from Django Unchained. Like, it's like, you know, you had my intent. You know, I was curious at first, but now you have my full attention. Like, with Mike Flanagan directing and now, you know, McGregor starring as young adult Danny, it's going to be really interesting to see. And, you know, sure, a sequel to The Shining, but with these two attached to it, I'm a lot more optimistic about it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how I feel too. All right. You, Andrew, you have any thoughts on Ian McGregor?
No. I mean, well, yes, I do, but he's a fantastic actor, like you've both said. He was easily the best part of the prequels. I love his character.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree.
love his character in Fargo.
Oh, yes, he was terrific in Fargo.
Yeah, especially playing two people. I definitely...
He rightfully won that Emmy for that
Yeah, rightfully so.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I mean, I'm on board. I mean, with Mike Flanagan directing and Ewan McGregor playing Danny Torrance, of all people, I'm on board.
Yeah, me too. So, I'm not exactly sure when the release date is, what year it's going to be, but hopefully it's soon. So that's all I got to say about that. All right, so now we can talk about some trailers that we got, because last week was like the epitome of just massive trailers every day, and we got
the Alpha Omega.
Exactly.
It's coming out in 2020 apparently.
And also, I was gonna say, even after we did the show, there was still some more trailers that dropped. So I'm gonna be talking about those trailers. So here are no particular order. So yeah. All right. So the first trailer I want to talk about, and if you guys have seen the trailers, please join me. You guys can. The first trailer I want to talk about is The Girl in the Spider's Web.
Ooh.
All right, so The Girl in the Spider's Web. Now, this is something I did not know, but this is actually a reboot of the American movies. I assumed that it was going to be a sequel to David Fincher's 2011 film, but no, it's actually a reboot of the whole series with the new actors.
No, wait, I thought this was supposed to be a sequel to the David Fincher.
It's a reboot.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a reboot. And that's what I assumed too, because The Girl in the Spider's Web is the name of the fourth book. But sorry. But yeah, it's the trailer was out, and I gotta tell you, I'm not really feeling this trailer too much. I feel like there's a serious lack of just David Fincher and Elizabeth. Rooney Mara, who played Elizabeth
yes.
Slander. I love the 2011 version with David Fincher. I know that was a box office flop, so that's why it didn't get a sequel, because it set up a sequel and it just never happened because no one really saw it. And yeah, now they're doing a reboot, and I don't even know if that's a good idea, because I feel like with this trailer, not many people reacted too positively to it. And I don't know. I'm just not really feeling the trailer. I don't think it looks bad. Like, I'm pretty sure Claire Foy is going to do a good job and lead role. But I don't know, man. Just the trailer didn't really grab me. It didn't really interest me. It just looks to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the 2009 Swedish movie. I thought that was really good. And like I said, I love the 2011 David Fincher film. But this one, it doesn't look that great. I kind of wish they just made a sequel to The Girl with Dragon Tattoo with David Fincher coming back and Rooney Mara. Oh, and can I just say one thing? Grace Randolph said, "Oh, Rooney Mara, everyone agrees that she wasn't that great." Yeah, that's why she got an Oscar nomination and won Best Actress at E-Reviewers Awards. So, who is she? What is she talking about?
I don't know.
Listen, man.
Who the fuck cares about her opinion? To be honest with you, who the fuck?
She has absolutely no fucking credibility.
All right, so have you guys seen the trailer, or if you guys?
I did see the trailer.
All right,
I still have not seen any version of the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo movies. I have not seen any version. I haven't seen the original. I haven't seen the remake, and apparently, and this is going to be the remake of the remake.
Yeah.
So, but I do like Claire Foy a lot as an actress, although I think I've really only seen her in one movie, which was Unsane, which came out earlier this year. But I loved her performance.
I gotta see that one still. That movie,
highly recommend. That movie is fantastic, and she's fantastic in that movie too. She's probably like my favorite actress performance of the year so far, honestly.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that
out. But she does look really good. I think she does look convincing as the part, and overall, the movie does have my attention. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm like hyped for it or anything, but it does have a little bit of my attention, and I am interested to see where it can go.
Okay.
And plus, I really like the director that's behind it too. So.
Oh, right. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Fede Alvarez, director of the Evil Dead remake and Don't Breathe. Two very good horror.
Yes.
So, Andrew, even if you haven't seen the trailer, do you have any thoughts on the movie?
I did see the trailer.
Okay.
And I thought it was all right. I mean, it didn't really excite me in any way. It looks meh. I mean, I don't really care for this movie. I'm not really excited for it. I'm not looking forward to it. And the trailer did nothing to change that.
Right. Yeah. So it's not like I'm dreading it, but I'm not really looking forward to it either. I'm like in the middle. All right. So then I'll move on from that trailer. I'll read in the live chat first. Jackson Fulcher says, "Girl in the Spider's Web looks all right. I guess still need to see the Fincher film. The Fincher film's great, so I would recommend seeing that." Owen Buckton says, "Wasn't a fan of the Fincher movie. Sorry." Oh, that's cool. Grace is stupid to listen to her. I agree. Yeah. He is. Sammy says, "The Girl in the Spider's Web looks kind of interesting, but not too pumped for it. The Fincher one is fantastic." Yeah, the Fincher one's great. I have the Blu-ray. It's really great. All right, so next trailer I want to discuss is a film I had no idea was even coming out. I didn't know what the hell this movie was until I saw the trailer. And that is Bad Times at the El Royale.
This was one of my topics as well, so.
All right, Double Nine, you can join me.
Yay.
Like I said, I had no idea this movie was even coming out. I didn't know the director, Drew Goddard, was even coming out with a movie this year. Like, I was out of touch with just the whole thing. But the trailer was released, and I'm like, oh, what's this? Drew Goddard attached and an A-list cast? All right, let's see. And from the trailer, what I got is basically it's like a couple of people. They're in this hotel called the El Royale. And some crazy shit just goes on. Like in the trailer, you see a guy walking in the hotel, and he just gets blown away by a shotgun. And then you see John Hamm in the trailer. It's like, are you guys watching us? Like, what's going on? And you see like a culmination of just scenes, just shit going crazy. And you're like, whoa, this looks crazy. They get Drew Goddard, a very talented individual. He wrote the first Cloverfield movie. He wrote The Martian. And his first movie, The Cabin in the Woods, which he wrote and directed. I think that is a fantastic film. And I love the movies he wrote as well, Cloverfield and The Martian. So yeah, this is his second directorial effort in terms of movies, and this trailer really grabbed my attention, man. I'm very excited for it. I don't know much about it. I think the trailer did a fantastic job of just giving you a taste of what to expect and not really giving you much of what's really going on. And I love the cast. We have John Hamm, we have Dakota Johnson, we have Jeff Bridges.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth is in it. Yes. Yeah, he was actually one of the standouts in the trailer.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think the movie looks great. I mean, I'm really hoping it's good. I think it has a very talented, people attached to the project. And I believe this is an original movie. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I understood, it's just an original film that they did.
Yeah.
So if you guys have seen the trailer, please tell me what you guys think. I'm very hyped for it personally. So
I am too. This trailer really sold me on this movie, to be honest. Because I didn't know Drew Goddard had a movie coming out as well. I didn't know I was like, the fuck, he has a movie coming out. Then I saw this trailer, I'm like, this looks awesome. Like, you got like fucking Chris Hemsworth doing the fucking cha-cha. It's amazing. I can't wait for it. Like, it looks awesome. Like you said, it gives us little, like, it kind of gives us little about the movie, but that's a good thing, I think, because it's much more surprise when you see the actual film. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this movie. I think it looks awesome, honestly.
And I remember reading on Twitter, someone said it kind of reminds them of it kind of has a Tarantino vibe. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Well, Andrew, do you have any thoughts on the trailer?
Yeah, no, I thought the trailer was awesome. I'm very Drew Goddard is pretty good at what he does. I mean, The Martian is a fantastic movie, and I really liked Cabin in the Woods. But why the fuck are you laughing, bro?
I don't know. Laughing is
good. Yeah, laughing is good. But no, I'm very excited for it, especially with the cast. My boy Jeff Bridges is in it. He's one of my favorite actors ever. So I'm very excited to see what this movie's about.
And let's see in the live chat. CA Cougar. Oh, hey, CA Cougar. He says Drew Goddard is awesome. Yeah, this was the week for trailers. So many great new ones. Yeah, I last week I discussed so many, and I'm discussing the ones that came after the show. So we just discussed Girl in the Spider's Web, which we weren't too crazy about, and now we just discussed Bad Times at El Royale, which I'm glad we all agree that it looks great. So can't wait for it.
Oh yeah.
All right, so next trailer I want to talk about is another film I'm very excited for. It comes out next year, 2019, in March. It is the conclusion to the trilogy of How to Train Your Dragon. So How to Train Your Dragon in the Hidden World. I love this trailer, honestly. I think it looks pretty great. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of the first two movies. The third one looks pretty interesting. Basically with the premises, Toothless and Hiccup, they find this dragon, who is the last of its kind, and they face this new threat. And I'm very, very excited for it. I thought the trailer was great. I thought Ed Sheeran's song in the trailer went really, really well with the film. And yeah, as someone who's a huge fan of the first two movies, I'm very excited for the third one. So, what do you guys think of the trailer? If you guys have seen it,
I thought the trailer was great. Like you, I'm a huge fan of the first two movies. I'm interested to see where they could wrap this whole trilogy up, and hopefully, maybe this could be the best one out of the series.
Maybe, yeah, we'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
Perhaps. All right, and do you have any thoughts on How to Train Your Dragon 3?
Yeah, no, I'm very much looking forward to this movie. The first two were great, and I really enjoyed this trailer. So, I'm really hoping. What happened?
Okay, you go ahead.
And I'm really looking forward to the third one. I think it looks to be a great conclusion to a great trilogy.
I was gonna say it might join Toy Story as a great animated trilogy because we have, let's see, a good animated trilogies. I could think of Kung Fu Panda.
Yes.
And I'm not including Toy Story. I'm saying like other ones. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda. There another one you guys can think of like great animated trilogies?
Not really. Kung Fu Panda and Toy Story really the only ones I can think of. Shrek.
No.
Those ones, like the third one sucked. Let's see.
And the fourth one sucked too.
I didn't mind the fourth one. Let's see. That's about it. Really, Kung Fu Panda and Toy Story. That's it.
Yeah, and even then, Kung Fu Panda, as much as I like the movies, they don't hold the candle to Toy Story. So, so How to Train Your Dragon might be the second best animated trilogy because I like How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2 more than the first two Kung Fu Panda movies. So, all right. So, we'll see in the live chat. Aces says, I still need to see How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2. Oh, yeah, they're great. they're great. CA Cougar, Kung Fu Panda, and Toy Story are pretty much the only ones I can think of. Yeah, that's the only ones that we thought of. So, and Owen Bucket says they're all shit after Shrek 1. Shrek 2 is really good actually.
Shrek 2 is great.
I love Shrek 2.
Shrek 2 is actually really funny. After Shrek 2, I would say it's shit, and I'm not looking forward to Shrek 5 next year. Okay, so
you mean the esteemed Disney movie?
Oh yeah, to those of you who don't know what Andrew means, someone put a meme of like, oh, all these Disney movies coming out next year, and put a picture of Shrek, even though in that specific poster it says DreamWorks. Like, how stupid can you be? Like, come on.
It literally said, 2019 is about to be lit with movies, and it's what is it? It's like Toy Story 4, the Lion King movie.
Something else. What the hell was it?
So I forget what the other Disney one is, but then you see Shrek 5, and it's like, dude, like, come on.
Yeah, and
what the fuck?
It's right in the poster, big as fuck, and you're like, how do you? Oh my god! All right, so Owen Buckner says I haven't seen the second one in a while. Puss in Boots. You know, I've actually never seen Puss in Boots. Did you guys see that movie?
Puss in Boots was pretty good.
Yeah, I've actually never seen that one, and that's funny because he's one of the best characters in Shrek 2, the cat. All right, so the next trailer I want to talk about is actually a movie that's a trailer that surprised me. Because I'm actually looking forward to this. And that is the new Halloween trailer.
Ooh, yes.
Yes. Now, Double Nine, I know you did a video on your channel, but if you still want...
I did a whole video about this, but I don't mind talking about it again because this trailer was fucking awesome.
This trailer... Now, here's something interesting. Now, for those of you who don't know, because this is something I didn't know. I knew this after watching the trailer. Now, there are many, many, many Mike Myers movies, many Halloween films. Like, I don't know how many sequels there are, and then there's the remakes. But this movie, this new one, it's titled Halloween. This is not a remake of the first movie. This is actually a direct sequel to the first 1978 horror film. This is ignoring every other Halloween sequel there is out there.
Mm-hmm.
This is just continue. It's like make pretend those movies don't exist. There's the first one, and then there's this one that's continuing right after. And that to me is very interesting. I won't lie. I've only seen the first Halloween movie. I think it's an awesome film. I have not seen the sequels, the remakes, none of that. But I am very interested to see how this movie goes. And I like the trailer a lot. I think the trailer looks very promising. You know, I like where the story is going. You have David Gordon Green as a director, which I thought John Carpenter was going to direct this one, but apparently not. But it's David Gordon Green, who's done some hit and misses, but with the way the trailer looks, it looks like the movie is headed in the right direction. Honestly, it looks really good. I think I'm surprised because when I heard of it, I'm like, another Halloween movie. Like, how many more are they going to make of this? But no, they're doing something different. They're making it directly, like I think 40 years after the first one, I believe it takes place. But it's still it's a sequel to the first one, and it looks really good. And Jamie Lee Curtis is back. And she looks badass in this movie. So.
Yeah, right? Like, they made her into, like, a full-on badass in this.
So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. I can't wait for it. And I'm surprised to even saying that. Like, I did not think I would watch the trailer and have this reaction after watching it. I'm very much looking forward to it. So, if you guys have seen the trailer or if you guys haven't seen the trailer and have thoughts on it, please share them. What do you guys think?
This trailer was awesome. I cannot wait for this movie. This is like one of my most anticipated films for like the rest of this year, to be honest with you. I'm a huge fan of the original Halloween movie. One of my favorite horror films of all time. Second one was good. It's really like the only good sequel in my opinion. All the rest of them are not good. And then the reboots happened. But you know, this one is ignoring all that shit, and it's just going to be a direct sequel to the original film, which is good. And I can't wait to see what they do with this, and this looks pretty awesome, to be honest. And generally terrified me, actually. Like, the scene when they're in the bathroom stall and fucking he drops, like, the fucking teeth and shit. Like, I'm like, my God.
Oh, my God.
He's, like, banging his head to get into the door. Like, oh, man. Like, it genuinely creeped me out. And I'm like, I'm ready for this movie. Like, give me this movie now. This is probably, like, my most anticipated horror film for the rest of this year, to be honest.
Yeah, you know what? I can agree with that, yeah.
Honestly. So, yeah.
All right. So, Andrew, do you have any thoughts on the new Halloween trailer?
No, this definitely has a lot of potential. It looks pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of the franchise, but the fact that it's ignoring everything else and the fact that Jamie Lee Curtis is back, and the trailer was really good. I'm excited for this now.
Great. So we have a couple of comments. Jackson Fulcher says, never seen the original Halloweens, but the trailer looks neat. Yeah, definitely watch the original Halloween. It's a classic. It's a very good John Carpenter film. It's awesome. Owen Buckton says Halloween 1 is the only good one. Yeah, that's what I heard. So that's why I only saw the first one. Dia Cougar says, I think Halloween looks all right. Hopefully it's better than those trash Rob Zombie films. Like I said, the trailer looks promising. I think it will be really good.
I mean, those movies were like garbage. I mean, this movie doesn't have to do much to be better than that.
Owen Buckman says the new movie looks promising. Tammy says Halloween looks pretty good. Definitely looks promising. It looks to be something great. I agree. Tia Cougar says the first one is the only one I like. I pray this one will be the second. Yeah, hopefully. And Asa says I'm actually looking forward. Halloween, I still need to see the original Halloween. Yeah, like I said, like I told Jackson, see the original Halloween. It's great.
Wait, Jackson still hasn't seen the original Halloween?
Yeah, he says he hasn't seen it.
What the fuck? First Zombieland and now this? What the fuck?
I mean, see Prisoners, boy.
Halloween's more important. See Halloween, goddammit.
I mean, no, Prisoners is pretty important. I would say that's more important to see.
All right, so I'll go on to the next trailer that I'm actually very excited for. I think this movie looks incredible. And that is the trailer for First Man.
Ooh.
It is about Neil Armstrong, and it stars Ryan Gosling, and Claire Foy will be in this movie too. So she'll have 2 movies this fall. And it's directed by Damien Chazelle, director of Whiplash and La La Land, and now First Man.
Yep.
This movie looks incredible. I love the trailer. Oh my God, I'm very, very excited for this movie. Now, hearing about the movie, I was like, Damien Chazelle is attached to the project. That alone has me excited because Whiplash and La La Land are honestly some of my favorite movies to come out in the 2010s. I think they're both 5 out of 5 movies. I love both to death. And I like how all 3 of them are just very different from each other. You know, Whiplash, La La Land, and First Man, which, you know, it goes to show you the talent that Damien Chazelle has. And he also co-wrote 10 Cloverfield Lane. So, yeah.
Another fantastic movie.
Yes, a great thriller. Very underappreciated, too. But First Man, this looks incredible. I feel like this would be a good experience to watch in an IMAX theater because even in the trailer, you see some of the sub footage of, like, you know, when they're in space and, like, the rocket launching. You're like, oh, man, that looks like a good experience to watch in the theater. And plus, it just looks really well made. Now, it'd be easy to assume that, oh, this is probably Oscar bait because, one, it's coming out in Oscar movie season. And you see the trailer, you see Academy Award-winning director Damien Chazelle, but to me, this doesn't look like Oscar bait. I don't think it'll be.
No,
Oscar
it doesn't.
Considering it's Damien Chazelle, and none of his other movies, even though they were big at the Oscars, to me they were not Oscar bait. They were just great fucking movies, and that's why they got the Oscar love they got. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm very excited. I mean, I was excited before I even saw the trailer, but the trailer like verified my excitement. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely excited for this, and I can't wait to see it. So. If you guys have seen the trailer, please let me know what you guys thought of it.
This trailer was amazing. I was intrigued by the movie. Like, you know, Ryan Gosling's playing Neil Armstrong. It's about how they're going to to moon and shit like that. And because I did learn about a lot of this in school. So when I heard about it, I was like, oh, I'm really intrigued about this because, you know, I was really intrigued about when I learned about it in school and shit. So now I saw this trailer. I'm like, this looks amazing. Like, I can't wait for this. This, honestly, might have been my favorite trailer that was released during the week, to be honest.
Yeah, same, honestly. I just love the trailer.
Like, this was, like, incredible, to be honest. Like, I loved this trailer so much. It was so enthralling, to be honest with you. And hopefully this is good. Maybe, you know, who knows? Maybe this could. I know this is really early on to tell, but who knows? Maybe this could get Ryan Gosling that golden statue. But who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. I'm very much looking forward to the movie.
Absolutely. All right. Do you have any thoughts, Andrew?
You're gonna laugh at this, Diego, but I mean the trailer was great. I love the trailer. Probably my favorite trailer to come out in the past 2 weeks. But when I saw it, I immediately thought of that one ride in Disney where you go to Mars.
Oh, Space Mountain?
No, Mission to Mars, yeah.
Rome
I
with a
don't know
little
why.
kid had a heart attack. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought of that. I
No,
don't
it
know
makes
why.
sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, even though Neil Armstrong goes to the moon, not Mars. But anyway, no, it's a great trailer, and Damon Chazelle not only hit he didn't hit 2 home runs, he hit like 2 grand slams, and they were both walk off grand slams. Like that's how good, that's how great Whiplash and La La Land both were, and I'm just very excited. I think this is while Whiplash and La La Land are 2 different movies. They are both about music and about jazz, so they're kind of similar in that aspect. But this is something completely different, and I'm very excited and intrigued based off of that. But you got Ryan Gosling, who I love as an actor, and the trailer was fantastic. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to it.
All right, so we have some comments in the live chat. Owen Buckner says La La Land is excellent, but Sing Street was the better music movie that year. I love Sing Street, but I like La La Land more personally. Tia Cougar says love the trailer for First Man. Yeah, the trailer was incredible. Aces says haven't seen the trailer. I would say watch the trailer. It looks really good for sure. Jackson Fulcher says First Man looks very good. Don't know how it'll compare to La La Land or Whiplash, but I'm still excited. Owen Buckner says 10 Cloverfield Lane was great, but the last 10 minutes sucked. I disagree. I love the whole movie. The whole movie's great to me.
Yeah, no, the whole movie is fantastic. Features one of the best performances in recent memory.
Sammy says Whiplash and La La Land were my favorite films of 2014, 2016. Same here. Holy shit. Wow. You're not alone, Sammy. I agree. Owen Buckner says, no, I'm sorry. MC Deadpool says Damien Chazelle is God. I mean, he's very young too. He's he's really young. I think he's the youngest director to win the Oscar for Best Director.
Isn't he from New Jersey too?
Yeah. His mom teaches in a school that's like an hour and a half away from us.
I mean, what could I say? New Jersey's full of legends. Me, Bon Jovi, Damien Chazelle, Shaquille O'Neal's also from New Jersey.
Jersey is
Kevin Falk.
Kevin Spacey also from New Jersey.
Yes, he is from New Jersey, actually. And
cut the cameras.
the Jersey boys. We got a couple
and
of
then famous people from Connecticut. Cricket.
You got AJ Lee's from New Jersey. Liv Morgan's from New Jersey. Sonya Deville also from New Jersey.
Or just gotta list off the many people from New Jersey.
Yeah, got a lot of people. All right, so yep, First Man looks great. All right, so I have 2 more trailer discussions, and these 2 trailers were actually dropped today. They actually were released today, and they're both like teaser trailers, so I won't be going too crazy into them. So the first teaser I want to talk about is The Nun. The Nun is a spinoff of the Conjuring films. The Nun is a very popular character in The Conjuring 2. And the post-credit scene in Annabelle Creation was hinting at The Nun, that she will be getting her own movie. We're getting a movie later this year. Now, I will say this. I think The Conjuring 2 is a great horror film, and I love The Nun in that movie. I don't know how I feel about a solo Nun film. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that since The Conjuring is such a commercial and critical success, that they're just going to be making all these spin-off movies just for money, like the Annabelle film and now Nun. The trailer wasn't bad, though. It looks all right. But it's a teaser trailer. You don't get much of it. So I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it looks amazing. It just looks fine to me, just judging from that first teaser trailer we got. So do you guys have any thoughts if you've seen the trailer for The Nun?
I did not see the trailer, so I have no say.
All right. But how do you feel about the Nun movie in general?
I think it's interesting to say the least. I thought the character was creepy in The Conjuring 2. One of the very creepy elements of that movie. So I am interested to see what they're do with the spinoff. I just feel like they're just spinning off all these characters. Although the Crooked Man, even though I heard they're doing a spin-off of that, I'm actually quite intrigued by that since he was like the most creepy element of that movie, in my opinion, of Conjuring 2. But I just feel like they're just making a bunch of spin-offs to like these minor characters that were in these movies, and just like, oh, here's a movie of this one, and here's a movie of that one, and here's a movie of this one, and here's a movie of that one, like some sort of Conjuring universe. I don't know, but I'll check the trailer out. I thought the poster was fucking creepy as shit. When I saw it yesterday, I was like, okay, that's creepy. But I'll see the trailer once, soon.
Yeah, have you? Oh, you've seen the trailer, Andrew?
Yes, I have. It's very interesting. I don't know if I'm quite excited for that, but I am intrigued. I think this does have potential to be good. I don't think it's going to be anything great, but I definitely think that it does have potential to be good and interesting and entertaining. I did really enjoy Annabelle Creation. I had a lot of fun with that movie.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good movie.
I thought that was pretty good. So, I mean, well, Annabelle, I haven't seen it, the first one, the one that came out in 2014, maybe. I heard that wasn't the best, but nonetheless, it does have potential there because it is proven that they can make a good Conjuring spinoff with Annabelle Creation.
Yes.
So I'm very, very interested, and I hope it turns out great.
All right. So we have people in the comment section. Jackson Vulture says the nun looks cool. Hope it turns out good or great. Tia Cougar says, I think the nun looks interesting. I love The Conjuring 2, so I'm interested. Yeah, so I guess the consensus is that, people are interested in it, but not too hyped for it. So perhaps a second trailer will give people that more excitement that the studios want. All right, so and the last teaser trailer for tonight for me is Dumbo. They released a Dumbo teaser trailer. Have you guys seen the trailer to this?
I have seen the trailer to this.
Okay, all right. So there's a new Dumbo movie coming out, live action, directed by Tim Burton. And yeah, I've seen the cartoon movie many years ago. I won't lie to you, I don't remember much from the movie. I remember liking it when I was a kid, but I don't remember much of anything from that film. But this new one looks good. I like the trailer. I didn't love it, but thought it looked fine. It might be good. I mean, Disney so far has a good track of live-action Disney films, so hopefully they keep that up. You guys have any thoughts on the trailer?
I thought the trailer was really cool, honestly. Like, definitely, I wasn't excited at first when I first heard about this movie because the last time Tim Burton made a recreation of a Disney animated film, it was it was fucking terrible. So, but this trailer actually did have my interest a little bit more. I was like, hey, this actually looks like if Dumbo was made into a live-action film. Like, this actually looks good. Doesn't feel like a Tim Burton movie, which, I'm not saying that's like a positive thing, but, it's a good thing for this because I feel like Tim Burton can get a little bit too out of hand when it comes to just, like, make it, especially with, like, Alice in Wonderland. That was what I was worried about because, like, it's like he tried to make that just, like, a typical Tim Burton movie. And that's what I was worried about with Dumbo. But it seems like he's actually trying to capture the actual magic of the original film, and which is good. And, this movie actually has a pretty big cast to it. Like, Colin Farrell's in this, Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito's in this.
Danny DeVito.
God himself. Now, but I am interested.
Trash man.
But I am interested to see where this movie could go. I do like the design a lot of Dumbo in this. Actually, I actually quite like.
Yeah, he looks really cool.
I actually quite like the design a lot. So yeah, I am very much looking forward to this movie. Actually, now honestly, it has much more of my intrigue thanks to this teaser trailer, which I actually didn't even expect to get this teaser trailer. Like when I saw, oh, here's a teaser trailer for Dumbo, I was like, the fuck! I didn't even know we were getting this.
All right, Andrew, do you have any thoughts on the trailer?
No, like you guys, I was very on the fence about this. I mean, Tim Burton, while he has made some great films with Edward Scissorhands and Ed Wood, he's made some stinkers too. And I'm just hoping that this will turn out great. I really did enjoy the trailer, so it does show a lot of promise.
Yeah, I think it looks good for sure. So, all right. So Jackson Fulcher says Dumbo has my interest. It makes it seem like they're removing the talking animals, and if that's the case, I'm very curious to see how that's executed. T. Cougar says, "Got to be honest, I'm very skeptical. The last time Tim Burton directed a Disney film, it was Alice in Wonderland, and it was ass." Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Alice in Wonderland just was not good. I never saw the second movie. Looking through the.
That was even worse.
Oh, was it? Oh man. Daniel Russman says Dumbo has one of the writers of Transformers 2 to 4. Well, let's hope it's still good regardless. Owen Buckner says Alice in Wonderland was fucking terrible. Yeah, it was bad. I saw that in theaters too. That's the worst.
Oh dear. Luckily,
Aaliyah
I saw that at home.
Aaliyah says the elephant in the movie is so cute. Yeah, I mean, I really like the way the elephant looks in this movie.
Yeah, it actually looks like how if Dumbo was designed into live action, which I actually quite like a lot.
Yes. All right, and that is all I got to say for my movie topics for tonight. So, Double Nine, you take the floor if you have any movie topics.
All right, I have one movie topic, and that is Rolling Stone's 50 Greatest Comedies of the 21st Century. This should be really, really interesting. I'm not going to go too in-depth with like talking about the choices because it is 50. I don't want to waste everybody's time. So here we go. All right, so let's just jump into the list. All right, you guys ready?
Yes. I'm born ready.
I'm not so sure about that, Andrew, but we'll see. So here we go. At number 50, it's Enough Said.
I've never seen that one.
Never heard of it.
That's the one. This was actually, I believe this was one of James Gandolfini's last performances. Actually,
man, may he rest in peace. He was great.
Yeah, he was a great actor.
Also from New Jersey.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 49, American Psycho.
I'm sorry. This is a list of comedies.
It's a dark comedy.
Oh, dark comedies. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's a comedy. Well, it's a list of comedies, but American Psycho does count because it is a dark comedy.
Well, I think that should be a little higher, but because I love that movie.
Yeah, the movie's hysterical when it does the dark comedy element.
All right.
Number 48, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
All right.
You know, I have not seen that one yet. I need to see that.
Definitely check that out. Number 47, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
I saw that when it first came out.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in
years. Yeah.
I love that movie.
I
love that movie. The same guy that directed this movie actually directed Dude, Where's My Car, which is my favorite comedy, which I'm pretty sure is not going to be on this fucking list, but you know what? Fuck it. Number 46, I Heart Huckleberries. I've never
heard of that, and there's a very infamous behind the scenes thing with David.
Oh, is this the one where like David O. Russell like lost his shit?
Yeah.
Oh, it's that one. Okay. Okay. Why isn't it showing number 45? Okay, there we go. Number 45, Legally Blonde.
I was not a fan of that. I'm sorry. I did not like that
movie. Okay. Number 44, The World's End.
I love that fucking movie.
That should be higher.
I love that. I agree. That should be
way higher. Holy shit.
Okay, this next one, I love that this is on the list. 43, Jackass the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty fun. Yeah, Jackass is funny.
42, Kung Fu Hustle.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I saw that in 2005. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, I forgot it was funny. Yeah, but yeah, that was funny.
Number 41, Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
Why is that on the list? Over the World's End?
Over the World's End. Because, World's End's funnier than Hail Caesar, honestly.
Okay, number 44, Majuri? I think that's how you say it. I don't even know what this movie is, to be honest. Number 39, Sideways.
I have not seen that, but I've heard great things about it.
I'm surprised it's that low, considering I know how much people love that movie.
Yeah.
Number 38, Wet Hot American Summer. I actually really enjoyed this movie.
I have not seen that one.
Very funny. Number 30, I'm surprised this is this low. 37, Knocked Up.
You know, I actually have not seen that one either.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
You guys are missing out. It's a pretty great movie. Pretty funny.
I hear nothing but great things. I just remember at that age, I wasn't allowed to see it. So that so it was hard. But I mean, I can obviously see it now, but I just never got around to like just checking it out. But I want to see it at some point.
All right, number 36, High Fidelity.
Not seen that one.
I have not seen it, but I hear great things about it. Number 35, Bad Santa.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Number 34, Adaptation.
Oh, yeah, with Nicolas Cage.
Mm-hmm. Number 33, Ghost World.
Ghost World. That kind of rings a bell, but I'm not sure.
It's the one with Scarlett Johansson.
I have not seen it then. Okay.
Number 32, The Lobster.
Not seen that one.
I wasn't a fan of that one.
Number 31, The Royal Tenenbaums.
All right.
Number 30, Hot Fuzz.
Nice. Yeah. That's just hot. Why is it not higher? Okay, but
Number 29, Team America: World Police.
I haven't seen that one.
I still need to see that one too. Yeah.
That movie is fucking hilarious. You guys would love that. Number 28, Superbad.
That's really funny. Yeah. I'm surprised it's only 28, but that's
hilarious. Yeah.
That's a funny ass movie. Yeah, I love that movie.
Number 27, 24-Hour Party People.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Number 26, Francis Ha. Why the fuck is this so high on the goddamn list? Like this.
That's the Greta Gerwig movie, right? I haven't.
Yeah, Kaden and I watched that like a couple months back, I think. And I didn't really like it all that much. I found it to be very boring. Why is it over so many other great comedies? Like, I don't get it. All right, number 25, School of Rock.
I love that movie.
That movie is great.
That's probably my favorite Richard Linklater film, if I'm being honest. I love that movie.
I think that's really the only one I think I've seen from him.
I love
that, and the Before Sunset trilogy is like my favorite.
I haven't seen the Before Sunset, but I love School of Rock. I love Dazed and Confused. And I really think that The Newton Boys is a very underappreciated film.
All right, number 24 is Love and Friendship.
Not seen that one.
Number 23. Number 23, The Trip.
Not seen it.
Number 22, The Lego Movie.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Number 21, Borat.
You know what? Have not seen it, actually.
Dude, you're in for a treat once you see it.
I have not seen Borat.
Okay, that movie is fucking hilarious. Oh, man. Andrew, have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago, though.
Okay.
Probably when I shouldn't have seen it.
Number 20, The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great movie, yeah.
Number 19, Mean Girls.
You know, that's another film I haven't seen.
I haven't seen that one either.
It's fine. 18, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, that's a hilarious movie. That movie's really fucking funny.
Number 17, What We Do in the Shadows.
I want to see that one. I know people have praised it.
I own it, but I just don't have it. I own it, but I just haven't watched it yet.
Number 16, Lady Bird.
Ugh.
Why is that so high?
Yeah, and that's not even a funny movie either.
Number 15, A Serious Man.
That was good. I wouldn't put it that high. But that's a good movie, but not a great one in my opinion.
Number 14, Everybody Wants Some.
Oh, that movie's overrated. I didn't like that movie. I was not a fan.
Number 13, The Death of Starlin.
I've heard of that, but I haven't seen it.
Number 12, Number 12, the one that I believe should be number 1, Anchorman.
Anchorman's really funny.
Okay, I mean, there's a lot of films that I would put above Anchorman, but
number 11.
I wasn't big on the second one, but the first one I liked.
Number 11, In Bruges.
And that's a great movie. Yeah, that's a fantastic one.
Number 10, State in Maine.
Never even heard of that one.
Number 9, The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah, that's a hilarious film. I love that movie.
Number 8, Shaun of the Dead.
That's a great one, yeah. Terrific comedy.
Number 7, Tanya Edelman. I don't know how to say that, but
I've heard of that, but I haven't seen it.
Number 6, Punch Drunk Love.
I need to see that movie. I want to see it. But is that a comedy? I thought that was more of a drama than a comedy.
I think it's like a drama comedy. I'm not too sure.
I hear great things. I hear that's actually one of his best performances from Adam Sandler.
Okay. Okay. Number 5. Okay. Chris. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Okay. Number 4. Step Brothers. I'm actually kind of.
No way. It's that high?
There's a cat.
I know.
I don't know how it just pops up. I don't know.
There's no way it's that high. Oh my
I don't give a shit. I love that movie. I'm glad to see it that high. Number 3, Bridesmaids.
No, come
I
on,
was
get the
not a
fuck
fan
out
of
of here.
Bridesmaids. Sorry, I'm not a fan of Bridesmaids.
I love that movie. Number 2, In the Loop.
I never heard of it. All right,
All
what's
right.
number 1?
All right, you guys ready for what is number 1?
Oh, yeah, hold on.
I-
Can I guess? Can I guess?
Yes.
Is it The Hangover?
No.
Wow,
Is it
that's not even on the
Pineapple
list. I'm
Express?
surprised. I'm really surprised it's not on the list.
Number 1 is Best in Show.
I never even heard of that movie.
All right, I got a few choice words to say about this list. First of all, why the fuck is Bridesmaids so fucking high?
That's
Where
number
the
3 on the list.
Yo,
Or
yeah.
whatever it was.
Besides that, where the fuck is Blazing Saddles? Where the fuck is Young?
This was greatest comedies of the 21st century.
Oh, 21st century. Oops.
Yeah.
Shows how much I pay attention.
Well, The Hangover should have been on the list. I'm surprised that was.
Pineapple Express.
Yeah,
Where's Little Miss Sunshine? Both Jump Street movies.
Yeah, that's a big one. Holy shit, 22 Jump Street and 21 Jump Street. Because they added the Lego movie, I would add Deadpool. I think that's a comedy. So
I would argue for The First Neighbors.
yeah, First Neighbors is pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, a lot of movies on the list I haven't seen or even heard of. Like number 1 and 2, I don't even know what those movies are. But Jackson says Best in Show. Are you kidding me? What's Best in Show? Do you guys know?
I really don't even know what that movie is. Like,
movie, I don't even know what that is. Oh yeah, The Hangover. Oh, thank you, C.A. Cougar. The Nice Guys.
Yeah, where the fuck is that movie?
and Pineapple Express, he brought up another good one. Pineapple Express, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, that's a.
I would argue. I mean, this is just me because of how much I love the film. I would argue this year for Game Night.
Yeah, that movie was great.
Oh, I still got to see that one. Asa says Best of Show is a Christopher Guest movie. It really doesn't ring a bell. All right, so that list wasn't that great in my opinion. But do you have any more topics to put on? That's the only one.
That was my only one.
Okay. All right. Do you have any topics, Andrew, for movie?
I have 2. Very quick. They're sort of announcements, I guess. But I wanted to get your thoughts on these, and I just thought they'd be interesting to talk about here. The first one is that apparently the Matt Reeves Batman movie is going to be a reboot, and it's Ben Affleck is not playing him, but I'm kind of confused because it feels like one day he isn't playing him, and then the next day he's playing him. I just don't know. I'm just hoping that we can get a good Batman movie out of this. But I'm still pretty excited for it. But the fact that it's a reboot, I mean, that gets me more excited for it because I don't even know if it is part of the DCU anymore. I don't even know at this point. But I'm still pretty excited for it. What do you guys think?
DC is a fucking mess. That's all I gotta say.
It's a mess. It's like a hot ass mess.
I don't even think Ben Affleck knows if he's playing Batman or no one. Like I think he's even. Like,
see, the biggest problem with the DCEU is that they're trying so hard to play catch up with the MCU. But see, the thing is like the DCU's been doing this since like 2015. I wouldn't even say, or 16. I wouldn't even say 2013 because it didn't seem like the DCU was a thing in 2013. But they've been doing this since like 2015, 2016, and they've been playing catch up ever since, and they're rushing everything, and that's the biggest problem. They're not going to catch up to the MCU. The MCU's been doing it for 10 fucking years.
I mean, you know that they're a mess when they have 2 Joker movies for some godforsaken reason, for God knows what. Why that Joker movie?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm fine with the fucking Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I mean, it's different. It's not fucking Jared Leto playing the Joker, and I love Jared Leto as an actor. but come on, nobody fucking asked for a fucking Joker movie, for a Jared Leto Joker movie, and this is coming from one of the biggest fucking fans of the Joker. Just stop already. Like, nobody asked for this.
Yeah, we have one Joker movie starring Joaquin Phoenix, produced by Martin Scorsese, and we have another one that's gonna be an origin story of Jared Leto. It's like, what?
I'd rather than fucking film Heath Ledger's fucking dead body for a fucking 2 hours, and that'd be a more fucking intriguing, fucking better Joker movie than what we're gonna get with Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah. You have any thoughts on this, 99?
Jesus Christ, now I'm over stuff.
They're a mess. That's just really all I have to put with them. They're just a mess. They have no clue what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, now I'm over stuff. Thank you, fucking DCU.
All right, Andrew, what's your next movie topic, if you have any more?
My next movie topic is that apparently, this is, I don't know if this is a rumor or confirmed or what, but I did read that Matthew Vaughn does have another Kingsman sequel in the works and another Kick-Ass sequel in the works.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm excited. I mean, I like Kingsman a little bit more than most people. I still don't think it's the greatest. It's still kind of a mess. But I enjoyed it for what it was. And it did leave me excited for a third one. And Kick-Ass, I love. The second one, again, while not the best, I liked it for what it was. And both of them, I've been wanting a third one. And apparently we're getting them now.
And we're getting Kick-Ass 3 too, you said, right?
Yeah, Kingsman.
Okay. All right, so it's funny because the thing I find in common with Kick-Ass and Kingsman is that I really like the first films, but I thought the second films were just disappointing. So, I mean, I'm optimistic, of course. You know, Matthew Vaughn, I think he's very talented, and I do like the first films a lot for both Kick-Ass and Kingsman, but we'll see how that goes. I'm optimistic.
You know, I'm a big fan of both of the Kingsman movies. I actually enjoyed both of them quite a lot. And I finally saw Kick-Ass.
Oh, what'd you think of it?
A couple weeks ago, I think, with my good buddies, with MC Deadpool and Adam, and I loved it. I thought it was amazing. Definitely one.
Yeah, glad you liked it. I think it's a great movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best comic book movies I've ever seen. Honestly, it's amazing.
Awesome.
But yeah, and I still haven't seen the second one, so I can't really give my judgment on that. But I'm interested to see what they could do with more movies from either one. To be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right. So we have C. Cougar says Kingsman 3 and Kick-Ass 3 from Matthew Vaughn. Hell yes. Jackson says after Kingsman 2, maybe Matthew Vaughn is just an original filmmaker as opposed to a sequel maker. Yeah, Kingsman 2 was his first sequel that he did. C. Cougar says I like Kingsman 2 more than others. Kick-Ass 2 was eh. All right. Sammy says Kingsman 2 was great in my opinion. Always have a blast watching it. All right. So is that all your movie topics, Andrew?
Yes, it is.
All right. So we are done with movies for tonight. Now we're going to transition into television. So I only have 2 TV topics tonight. Only 2. My first one is again, these 2 are just announcements more than anything. So I apologize that this isn't like the most craziest in-depth analysis on this thing. But the first thing I want to talk about is they announced this yesterday. MTV is doing a reboot of a very popular show that's on their network, Aeon Flux. It'll be getting a live-action reboot. And that is all there is to it. There's no plot yet, no anything. Just the fact that we're getting a reboot of the show. It was a very popular animated show back in the day, and they made a 2005 movie with Charlize Theron.
That's what I was like, why does that name sound so familiar? Oh, God, wait.
Yeah, now, I have not seen the show. I've heard great things about the show. The movie, though, even though Charlize Theron looks great as the part, that movie sucked.
Yes.
But, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm intrigued. It's hard for me to say because I feel like while watching the movie, it had potential to be something cool. Just the execution felt very flat. But like I said, I heard great things about the cartoon show. So if MTV wants to do a live-action reboot, I think it's pretty cool. So do you guys have any thoughts on that at all?
Not too much because I haven't seen the TV show either. I've only seen the fucking terrible ass movie that they made in 2005. But I guess I'm up for it.
You know what wasn't terrible? Watching Charlize Theron in those action scenes.
Yes, but
Charlize Theron is a beautiful woman.
Yes, she is. Why is my dog barking?
All right, Andrew, do you have any thoughts on Aeon Flux getting rebooted on MTV?
I mean, I didn't see the movie. I didn't know this was a thing, so I really think
So you don't know anything about Aeon Flux, basically?
Nope. I have nothing really to say about this.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, like I said, I've only seen the movie, but we'll see how it goes. All right, and the next one, again, another announcement. Something pretty exciting for me, anyway. Something I'm excited for. That is revolving one of my favorite shows of all time, Game of Thrones. We might be getting some prequels. There is apparently a prequel in the works. There's a pilot that's been ordered. So, yeah, we might be getting a prequel. And George R.R. Martin has said that there are some ideas for, like, spin-offs and all that kind of stuff. There's nothing specific, though. It's not like, oh, the prequel is about this or about that. It's just like there's something in the works. And that, to me, is very exciting because Game of Thrones is literally in my top 2 favorite shows of all time. I love this show so much. It's a masterpiece of a show, I think. It's just great and epic and just phenomenal. And it's a big universe, like, I don't want to say universe, but like there's so much stuff and characters that you can expand upon. So I feel like doing a lot of shows would be cool and beneficial, because there's a lot of characters you meet in the show and some characters you might want to see, or maybe a prequel to before the events of season 1 might be very exciting. I'm really optimistic for this. I mean, of course, I'm more excited for Game of Thrones season 8, the last season of the show. But, yeah, I'm definitely not opposed to prequels and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys have any thoughts on that, I would like to hear what you guys think of it.
I'm interested. I love Game of Thrones a lot. One of my favorite shows of all time. Big fan of it. So a prequel series does have my intrigue.
All right. Andrew, do you have any thoughts on that?
I mean, hey, I'm currently watching Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So, and it's great. So, I mean, if they can continue being great, I'm all for it.
All right. So that's literally all my TV topics for today. So, if you have any TV topics, double nine, please share them.
I got uno. Uno topic. And that is Friends co-creator says revival will never happen. He was very clear on this, honestly. Now, Friends is one of my favorite shows of all time. It's probably my favorite sitcom of all time. I love that show to death. But a lot of people, I feel like the ending was perfect to the show. The ending was perfect. I don't think it needs to be touched, honestly. I think it's just good of where it left off. But within the day and age of revivals and, bringing back old TV shows, a lot of people have been saying, well, why can't Friends be one of those shows? And basically, one of the co-creators says the revival will basically never happen. He said that, so I can bring up his exact quotes. He said basically like this: never happening, never. We did it, it's done. Like, basically, he was very clear on that this is never going to happen. Which I'm fine with. If, because I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show, but I've seen all 10 seasons, and it's full entirety, because Nick at Night, ever since 2011, I believe, has been airing the show on its network. And I saw it in its full entirety, and I love this show to death. Like I said, it's probably my favorite sitcom of all time. And, I think the show just left off on a good note. It really did. And, I don't think we need to see where these characters are off now. I think we're fine with just having, it be where it is.
Yeah, I've not seen the show from beginning to end. I've seen a couple of episodes here and there, and I've really liked it. I would like to one day watch the show in its entirety. But, yeah, I mean, here's the thing, because I can't really comment on whether I want a revival or not. But some shows, even the best ones, like Breaking Bad, the poster over there. My favorite show of all time. It's my number one. That show was 5 seasons. It ended. I don't need a season 6, despite the fact how much I love the show, because the show ended and it ended on a good note. Even like the best shows of all time have to have an ending. Like Game of Thrones is going to be on its 8th season and it's going to end, and that's fine with me, you know, because if the show has nothing more to offer, or if like the story is over, the story's over. Why force it more? Because that's just going to ruin it. Like
Exactly.
I'll give you another example. Like shows like The Wire and The Sopranos, fucking phenomenal shows that have season finales. I know some people have wanted another extra season, but I'm like, no. Like the ending for Sopranos is very controversial. That's like polarizing, but the ending for The Wire is so perfect that like just another season would ruin it. So it's like, no. It's like, you know, despite how much I love the shows, you know, if the ending is the ending, and that it's just as simple as that. Not every show, unless you want a show like Walking Dead, which is going to go on for God knows how long.
That's what I was going to say. A bad example of this is The Walking Dead.
Yeah, and it lost fucking viewers. I used to love that fucking show, and I don't even fucking watch it anymore.
Yeah, and like each season as it goes on, it just loses viewership, and the ratings are just dropping and dropping. So it's like at one point, and I'll even talk about this with movie trilogies too. Like that's kind of why I don't want Toy Story 4, because Toy Story 3, I feel like it ended it perfectly. I love those movies to death. Those movies are a part of my life. Like I grew up with the first 2 movies, but like the 4th one, I just feel like, hey, let's make money. And let's make a 4th one. I don't want it to ruin the trilogy. Or like the Dark Knight trilogy. I think the 3rd one ended off in a perfect conclusion. So that's why I wouldn't want another Christopher Nolan Batman movie. As much as I love the movies, like if it ended perfectly. Why make another one just for, you know, your sake? You know, no. Like the show's over, movie's over. That's it. That's what I got to say about that. So.
Yeah.
If you have any thoughts, Andrew, you can say them.
The opening to Sopranos features the pizza place from my hometown. Fun fact.
Yes.
Facts, yeah. That's all I gotta say.
Well, that's it.
All right, Andrew, do you have any TV topics?
No, I do not.
Okay,
Actually.
great. So now we will transition to video games. You guys have anything for video games?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Basically, my whole only video game topic is basically just going to be a whole discussion of fucking E3. So, Andrew, you want to join?
We might as well just go over everything now.
Let's do this. You ready?
Yeah, go over as much as you can, bro. It's fine.
All right. Now, mainly the stuff I'm going to go over is the stuff from Sony and Bethesda, because those are really the only 2 I really honestly care about.
And I only want to go over one main thing, and we'll get to that. So
let's real quick. Let me pull up what Bethesda. Actually, Andrew, you go first. Of what you want to talk about?
Okay.
Because I need to pull up the shit I need to talk about.
What I want to talk about is my most anticipated game of all time is Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's a sequel to my favorite game of all time, Kingdom Hearts 2. For 10 years, we've been waiting. Well over 10 years, actually, we've been waiting for it, knowing it was going to happen. But even still, like back in 2015, I want to say, or 2014, I believe at E3, they announced officially that it was going to happen. I mean, it was always known that it was going to happen, but they officially announced it. They released a little mini teaser trailer. And the question is, all right, so now that we know we're going to get it, when is it going to happen? And each year at E3, it seems like, they're teasing it more, and they're like, all right, when's it going to happen? So I believe last year at E3, they finally announced that it was going to come this year, actually. But they did officially announce this year at E3. The release date, it's going to become January 29th, 2019. Now, this has actually gotten a bit of backlash because a lot of people are upset because they're not getting it this year. But my thing is, I go, listen, I've waited for well over 10 years. I think I can wait a few extra months. Also,
yeah.
I want them, if it takes a little bit extra longer to perfect the game, then by means give it some extra time. Plus, January 29th isn't too far away. We're already halfway through the year. We got 6-7 months to wait, so it's not that far away. It's gonna be here before you know it. And the second thing is, I want to discuss the fucking trailer for this game. And holy fucking shit, this trailer was beautiful. I teared up watching this trailer so many times, especially in that ending. And oh man, that ending, I got so many fucking questions that better be fucking answered. And it was a beautiful trailer. It showed Simba is actually returning as a summon, so that's cool. It shows a lot off in the Frozen world. It was something, the Frozen world was something that's been known for a while now, but they show a lot off about it. It seems, and looks really good. And they show a little bit more off of, the Tangled world, which is something else that's been known. And they show off a little bit more of, the Hercules world, which is also something that's been known for a while. And a previous trailer, they show him facing off against one of the Titans, and they show him off more Titans. So that's something I'm really really excited about. There's also a second trailer that was dropped that confirmed that there's going to be the Pirates of the Caribbean world is returning. So pretty excited about that. I'm just super hyped for this game. I haven't been more excited for a game. Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite game of all time. And, I would even say Kingdom Hearts is my second favorite game of all time. I just love these two games to death. And it's easily my favorite franchise of all time. And like I said, I've been waiting for the third one for so long. And I'm excited that we finally got a release date. We knew it was coming soon, and it is coming very soon. But just the fact that we didn't get a release date was like, all right, I just want a release date so I know when this game is coming. I just had to know, and now I know, and I'm so excited.
Is that it?
Yeah, that is it.
Okay. All right. All right, bitches. Here we go. So I'm gonna be talking about mainly the stuff from Bethesda and Sony because they were like the two only really great press conference in my opinion. Well, I heard Nintendo was pretty good, but still. But here we go. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Nah, you guys are not ready. But but here we go. So we got a couple trailers to some some games like Rage 2. Now I haven't played the first one, but this one looks pretty good. I did like the trailer a lot to it. Andrew WK was in it. Yes, Andrew himself was in it. It was pretty cool. Then we had Wolfenstein. I still need to play those other two games. I hear they're real.
I haven't played those games too, but I hear they're pretty good.
I hear they're awesome, so I have to play them at one point. And plus, this game looks really cool too. I think this one looks awesome as well. Fallout 76 looks great. Cyberpunk, I believe it was called 2077. I believe that looks badass. I cannot wait for that. And The Elder Scrolls 6. Which was the thing that they closed out with. Everybody lost their shit because I know there are big fans of this. Hell, I've got a good friend that she loves these games a lot. So the fact that they announced, so I tagged her in a video about the announcement. And she was like, "I am currently having a heart attack," and but yeah. So a lot of people always love those games. I haven't played any of them, so I really don't have any saying. But my favorite announcement of this entire conference was the newest Doom game. I am a huge fan of the 2006 reboot of Doom. So the fact that we're already getting a sequel to it is going to be pretty awesome. And I cannot wait for that shit. Give me that shit now. I need it. So, yeah, I thought Bethesda's conference was really good. I really enjoyed that a lot. And they offered up some good things, in my opinion. So now on to Sony. Sony, as usual, brought the fucking goods, as usual. So here we go. Ghost of Tazumata. I don't know how to say that, but it's like this cool little samurai Japanese type of story, and it's really awesome. I thought the trailer was beautifully shot. The gameplay looks really cool in my opinion. I can't wait to see what they do with this game. I really can't. Like, I'm very interested once to buy it. It looks pretty badass in my opinion. And overall, I'm excited for it. Now, Resident Evil 2 remaster. I don't know, Andrew, well, even Diego even. Have you guys ever played any of the Resident Evil games?
Briefly. I played like one of the original ones.
Okay. Resident Evil.
I've played the 4th one, the 5th one, the newest one, which is the 7th one, and that's it.
I've only played 2. I played 1, 2, and 4. That's it. So I love the second one a lot. So the fact that we're getting a remaster of the second one is pretty damn awesome. And this looks like a legit remaster. And I can't wait to see what they did. The trailer was great. And apparently it's coming out January 25th, I believe, which I cannot wait for to play it. Honestly, it looks really cool and definitely looks like what a remaster should be. We got another look at Kingdom Hearts 3, like you briefly talked about, with the Pirates of the Caribbean world, which looks really cool. I've never played any of the Kingdom Hearts games, but I hear...
Get on that, boy.
Okay, all right, Jesus, don't hostile me. But I hear, but 1 and 2, I think, are on PS4 now, if I'm not...
Yes, they are. They are remastered. I played them probably... I mean, I played it once through, but you know, them coming to PS4 is something I've waited for a while, and I should
probably get on that shit since they're on PS4. But I am looking forward to this third game. This actually looks really cool, especially with the shit that they have in it now with the Pirates of the Caribbean world. Count me the fuck in. Then we have Death Stranding, which still looks fucking weird as shit. I still don't know what this game is about. Like. I really still don't know what this game is about, but it looks pretty cool. I actually like the trailer music they had in it, too. It was pretty nice. Let's see. Okay. Then we got Control, which it looks like kind of like... has anybody ever heard of the game Quantum Break?
Yes, I have.
Now, it kind of looks like that game, but it also has an Inception vibe to it, too. It looks really awesome. Like, I... personally can't wait to play it. It looks really cool. And that is also coming out in 2019. It's made by the people that did no surprise that it looks kind of like Quantum Break because the same people that made Quantum Break are making this game apparently. Spider-Man, which hell to the fucking yes, I can't wait for this. This looks like the Spider-Man game I have always wanted. Honestly, like, I love a good majority of them, but this looks like a really good Spider-Man game, and it's made by Insomniac Games, who, yeah, they're a great studio, and I cannot wait for this, especially with that cliffhanger of an ending that they had at the trailer. Now, last but certainly not fucking least, The Last of Us Part 2. This entire game won E3. I do not care. I might sound like a biased fanboy, but I do not give two shits. This game won in the entirety of E3. I loved the trailer to this. The gameplay of it. Oof. Okay, the gameplay. Okay, it looks amazing, and plus the visuals and the characters' movements and stuff like that, like the motion capture. Like, ooh. Naughty Dogs are fucking gods among gaming. They are. Jesus, like, seriously, I personally believe that the greatest gaming studio of all time, these guys know how to make great games. Look at the Uncharted series, the Jak and Daxter series, the Crash Bandicoot series, and, of course, the first Last of Us. And I cannot wait for Last of Us Part 2. I love The Last of Us. It's probably my second favorite game of all time, honestly. Like, and This looks phenomenal. I cannot wait for it. And it's going to be much more centered around Ellie, which I'm totally fine with because Ellie is like one of my favorite video game characters of all time. So, yeah, I'm very much excited for this. And in my opinion, this entire game won E3.
All right.
So there you go.
Is that all for video games?
Actually,
yeah, boy.
One thing I forgot about.
Okay.
Because you said it and it reminded me, just briefly, I mean, it was already announced that there's going to be a new Smash, but they announced that every single character that's ever been in the franchise is going to be in this game. So,
Wow, that's awesome.
Nice.
Also, they announced Ridley is going to be in it. The big pterodactyl thing from Metroid is going to be in it. And also, Daisy from the Mario series is going to be in it. I know there's a lot of outrage that Waluigi is going to be in it, but, there's still time for him to be in it. Maybe he'll be DLC. Who knows?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so now we're on to the last topic, music. I have one topic for music. And
Okay.
Again, more of an announcement than an actual topic. So me and Double Nine talked about Kanye West's album Yeet. We reviewed it. General, for those who didn't watch last week's episode and you want a quick overview, we weren't fans of the album, other than like one song, Ghost Town, which was good, and the rest was just either okay or sucked. But it's number one on the Billboard 200, the album. And not only that, this is Kanye West's 8th number one album consecutively, and now he has tied with Eminem and the Beatles for the longest streak of being number one on the top Billboard. I understand this new album from Kanye West has been loved by a lot of people. Obviously, you can tell just by this alone. A lot of people were fans of the album. Me and Double Nine seem to be in the minority, but we're not fans of it. I mean, I kind of want to be happy for Kanye West, but he's so egotistical, so he's probably like more in love with himself now. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's whatever. He tied with the Beatles and Eminem, so there's that, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I was not a fan of the album. I thought the album was kind of bland, boring, forgettable. Just kind of the same shtick he's been pulling with like his last few albums, in my opinion. But I guess congratulations to him for getting the number one spot and whatever. But I wish the album was just better.
All right, man. That's all I got to say about that. So, Double Nine, do you have any music topics?
I have one. I'm doing a throwback album review to an album that came out 19 years ago on. What day was it? Was it Friday? Yeah, 19 years ago, last Friday, this album came out. I believe that this is the best album by this certain band. And that is Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I love that fucking album.
This album is, in my opinion, the best album that the band has ever done. This is literally a masterpiece. This is one of those albums that I would consider an absolute masterpiece. Came out the year I was born, 1999, which makes it even more special for me. It is just from beginning to end such a phenomenal album. Starting off with the opening track, Around the World. You get that like fuzzy like bass line from Flea, and just it's an awesome opening track. I love it so much. Then you got songs like Scar Tissue, which oof. That song is so beautiful. I love that song a lot. Has some really great lyrics to it. The guitar on it, oof. The John Furtado, how do you say the dude's last name? But his guitar playing is amazing on this album, and definitely shows on this song in particular. Songs like Other Side and Easily and Get on Top are some other ones that I blast constantly.
I love Other Side so much.
It's such a great song. But however, the best song on this entire album, and a song that I consider arguably could be the best song ever made, in my opinion, maybe, I'm not too sure, but that is the title track itself, Californication. This for the longest time actually was my favorite song of all time. until I really got into Nirvana and, All Apologies became my favorite song. But for the longest time, this is actually my favorite song of all time for good reasoning, honestly, because this song has so much great emotion to it. The lyrics are great. The guitar and bass sound amazing. It really is an overall amazing song, and is one that I still come back to pretty frequently. So, yeah, Californication is easily a 5 out of 5 album for me. Is amazing. Is an absolutely, truly timeless album, in my opinion, and one that will still be remembered for years to come. And is easily, in my opinion, the band's best album.
I gotta listen to the album in its entirety. I've only listened to a couple of songs from the album.
You definitely should. I got one of my friends to listen to it, and I could get another to it.
All right. So, do you have any music topics, Andrew?
No, I do not.
All right. So that concludes episode 27 of the MTVM podcast. I want to thank everyone in the live chat for watching today's episode. Live chat was pretty active today, which is always a great thing. I very much appreciate that. And yeah, I think today was another good episode. Shorter than last week,
yeah.
but that's fine. I think we got a lot out of the way tonight. And yeah, I had a good time. I thought it was a good episode, like I said. So, do you guys have anything you want to say before I end the broadcast?
Thank you, everybody, for watching the MTVM podcast, episode number 28.
27.
That's what. I was making the joke because I forgot the number in the beginning. But no, seriously, thank you for watching episode number 27. Truly appreciate all of you guys watching and being active in the live chat. As usual, I love doing this podcast. Definitely one of the true highlights of my week. So yeah, thank you all for watching again, and hopefully we get another great episode for you guys next week.
Yes. All right, and Andrew?
Nothing. I will be posting my whatchamacallit review. My review. After this, I'm gonna record my review for City Still Has Key, actually. It's gonna be on my channel, so if you're interested in seeing that, please go over and check that out. Tomorrow I will be uploading my Hereditary reviews, so if you're interested in that, please go over my channel and check it out. Other than that, I got nothing else.
All right. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Thanks everyone in the live chat. I will see you guys next week, same time, next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, for episode 28. And hopefully some other exciting things happen this week. Within the week, anything can happen. So, all right. Thanks again, guys. Until next time, see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.
Goodbye.